today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. That didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now we'll pause for an injured player. And that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half. Of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Harrison. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, Harrison. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away from the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll set up a throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Taken from just outside the 30. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. starting the drive with that. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Harrison. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And
a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. He'll look to throw. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrison. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Harrison. And complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrison. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run for it with Algier. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Returnable here from the 38. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Harrison. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Harrison setting up the screen. Here's Algier. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. Boy, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on second down. Harrison, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. 1st and 10. It's Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Harrison. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's McLeod. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Harrison. He finds his man, complete. That's McLeod. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's London. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the gun on 3rd down. Harrison got it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
10 more there and another 1st down. trying the left side with Algier. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Looking for London on the out route complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. There'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards. They'll set up to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Harrison dumps this one off to Algier. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Harrison. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Gets past one man. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a first carry for their fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harrison. That's out to the flat for, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Harrison. This pass is caught by London. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fan.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Handing it off, right side, Algier. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrison. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed? They did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Panthers,